Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Drake and Lucifer back here at the Busted Knuckle Garage, and we're going to continue on. Um, we are currently working on story missions. We got some shop mod packs that came out, kind of changed the look up of the shop. We'll showcase some of those. We got some custom plate sets that we picked up. We're going to kind of do some story mission cars, maybe some side restorations. The Ferrari 458 is going to be a challenge, to say the least, with the scrap. I zeroed out my scrap again last night. I bought like $20,000 worth of junkyard parts. I think I cleared out 2 junkyards and scrapped everything. Did my best to get 2 and 3 star bonuses for scrap, and yeah, the pistons in the engine aren't even done yet. So it's going to be a process with a 3-star car. So what we're looking at right now is the engine out of one of the story cars, that little El Camino we've had rolling around the shop for the last few days. I've got a lot of the parts already. I went ahead and tore it down. But this is kind of where we're at as far as progress. Now, the 458 is back in the shop because I needed the engine stand, and the 3-star engine was sitting on the engine stand. So I had to put the engine back in the 458. But we got some custom floors and walls and stuff in here. But you'll notice that some of these banners looking a little bit suspect, aren't they? They're looking a little bit more realistic. There is a garage custom pack that adds realistic banners to the thing. Got a Castrol Fuel Saver one up there. Oh, look at this. Ratfink style Ford Racing genuine engine parts stuff. BMW Garage. Actual tire charts. So, Michelin tires. We've actually got stuff going on in here. And this doesn't just go on the outside either. This goes on the inside. This goes on the outside too. So, with this pack, you have to have the custom garage option open so that you can customize your garage. But, as you can see, there's now custom repair shop, oil change stuff. All the signs out here have changed too. So, as a quick guide, if you have the custom shop and you pick up this banner and you're looking for it and you're trying to figure out what it is, you'll come over here and you'll go through the sections like the buildings and stuff. But if you go straight back from the first one, you'll get called Custom Textures Pack. And then you can go to your options. This is the default one. And then here's our custom one that we're currently running right now. Yes, a lot of licensed products on here. Yes, this is kind of, one of those things, but I think for immersion and realism, this is really a great texture pack. So, that's first thing. Second thing, see how I was working on that thing, is in the plates. I grabbed a bunch of plates. Grabbed California pack, got the updated California freaking plates. You'll see there's DMC DeLorean plates in here now. Those are from the Back to the Future type stuff. Here's the Back to the Future 2 digital California plate. Also picked up a couple other ones. One thing that was really bugging me about plates, and I thank the mod developers for fixing this because it was driving me nuts. The only Texas plate that we had was this truck plate. Okay, so if you have a car in Texas, you don't have a truck plate. So we've got a couple extra Texas plates. We got a blank here, and we got one that looks like somebody's been, adding stickers to it for quite a while. So we do have some extra plates and stuff. Plate packs are great. They do take a little bit more space in your, game file, but if you're looking for a little bit of difference, a little bit of uniqueness, I did pick up the New York ones as well. So now we've got like the Statue of Liberty one, we've got the Empire State ones. So we've got a few more here too. Maybe if we get Ecto 1, I believe this was the second car plate for the second movie. This was, I believe, the first one. Was this blank Empire State one? This was the Ecto 1 plate for the first Ghostbusters? I believe this was the one for the second one. But like I said, I'm not sure. I will be adding more plates. Mod developers want to come up with a Nevada set, especially one that's current, where it's got the Las Vegas custom plates and the Reno custom plates, the Raiders custom plates even. You guys want to come up with those? Awesome. Nevada's got some amazing plates. Same thing, Nebraska, stuff like that. This 2017 Nebraska plate was a Centennial plate. It's not the only plate. Most people don't have this plate in Nebraska. I'll tell you that right now. But a lot of these states and stuff, you want to start adding the state packs and stuff, you can get the unique ones. Yeah, Kentucky is pretty much that plate. All right, sorry. I know people from Kentucky, this is the plate they have. Not a lot of custom designs, but a lot of these states and stuff do have custom designs. So having extra plates. I mean, obviously the DMC pack, the only reason I really wanted it was the 2015 Future Car digital plate for Back to the Future. And then the California pack just expands that so you can get the original California plates that would have had, you know, out of time and quantum and stuff on them. So, anyways, do a quick little showcase there. Get all that stuff taken out of the way. We are going to be continuing on with the story mission type stuff for a second. Like I said, I've got one piston that's not 3-star on that, and I'm out of scrap. So, as we go through these missions and stuff, as we go and we restore other cars, because we're not going to just do story missions. I will go to the junkyard, we will find cars, maybe some of the barns, and we will restore other cars. I actually have in the... in the parking lot over here, I've got, you know, I actually did pick up a Sakura Supra, and it's ready for restoration. It was actually going to go into the bay as soon as the story mode car is out of here. So, yeah. This is basically going to be our next little option. We got this bright orange, already factory color, you know, Sakura Supra sitting in here. We're going to do some stuff with this. So, like I said, we have options. I've already got some stuff prepped up. I did just want to get this story mode car out of the garage. It's been here forever, and quite frankly, it's in the way. So, for our stream today, we are going to finish up this lovely little El Camino. We're going to get it out of here. We'll probably bring the Sakura in and put it up on the lift, do a restoration on it. We're saving all of our parts and whatnot. All of our red parts, all of our replaced parts, you know, stuff we just replaced with better stuff. All that is in prep for a massive scrap run that I'm going to have to do again. I went through 113 pages of scrap last night and managed to zero out again. So that tells you how bad the 3-starring a car actually is. It's actually a pain in the neck. But the Ferrari may move in and out of the shop, may get put back out in blocks out front. I don't know. It'll depend on how much we're working on and if we find it really unique. But if I got 2 cars in here we're restoring, the Ferrari's going outside. Not going to be nice about it, quite frankly. It's kind of frustrating that it takes that much to, you know, 3-star a car and you only get a maximum of positive 3 scrap when you're doing a car. So, kind of where I feel about it. Now, we got to get away from... See, I had the 3-star piston ring for that, but I didn't have the 3-star piston. So, we were close. We just ended up like... I don't know. I don't remember what it was. It was something dumb. I probably should just go over and find some scrap a couple of things real quick and just get that out of my inventory. But I should have enough parts off of this with piston rings and whatnot that we actually had. But yeah, I may have to turn the engine or do a little canoodling here. So I have an awful lot of 3-star piston rings here. And that concerns me because I thought they were all in the car. I may have overdone it. I don't know. That may be a problem. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're going to have to tear the Ferrari's engine back apart anyways, because now I'm questioning and want to double check. But I just slid the pistons in it to get them out of my inventory and get it out of the way, basically. But we'll get this back together real quick. I believe we had a dead flywheel in here. So, yeah, it looks like we're short a rod cap. Interesting. All right. But as you can see, my money's down below that, 500K mark, and we were almost 600. So, we've been spending some money. No doubt about that. We, are basically just kind of going through the motions at the moment, getting stuff done. Overhead valve, V8F, I believe it's C. Maybe this one. Oh, yeah. There is a bunch of stuff on this car that was unknown, so we were kind of just going through it. And I figured I'd tear it down while we were prepping for the stream today, trying to figure out exactly what we were the plan was gonna be. But I think the plan's just basically go through the process and deal with things as they come up. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Depending on when you're watching this, maybe coming off a hard day's work or something, and honestly, just sit back, relax, and chill, man. Biggest thing about this game is it's really chill. Yes, it can be frustrating when it comes to stuff, but if you're trying to do crazy challenge type stuff, like, build a Ferrari motor with 3 stars, but for the most part, I'm just going to put parts together. It's kind of like Legos. I mean, a game like this is honestly a lot like Minecraft. It's just building stuff and going from there. Kind of chill. But one thing I do like about this engine specifically, the overhead valve V8C, is the way their push rods are done. Alright, see this? These are actually the guide pins that are in the engine for the push rods. So when we put a push rod in, you can see the push rods in the guide pin. That's for the camshaft underneath. So, yeah, engines usually have these, especially push rod engines. Very few of them are directly, the push rod is not in a guide. There's a room to move around a little bit because push rods are going to move. I mean, hell, I've seen engines run with loose rockers where push rods spin around. Rocker sets for this thing are also pretty cool because they have bar rockers in them, so it's a one-piece rocker set, and then you just have to basically set it. Kind of nice. Only 2 valve engines, so it's not like it's that complicated. But it is definitely nice. I've actually worked on engines like this before. They're pretty easy to deal with. They're not going to drive you completely insane. Most of the time you can visually figure out what's going on. But yeah, some of the more complex V8s are kind of a pain, but this one wasn't bad. It does take a bit different push rod. You notice we're not using just regular push rods. These are V8F overhead valve ones. There's a reason for that. It's just the length of the push rod from the cam to the rocker is different on this, so they use a different style. But I got a lot of this already done. This one also had a triple carbureted intake manifold, which I thought was cool. This is basically a 6-pack. A lot of Chrysler cars had this, where they'd have 3 in-sync carburetors. They call it a 6-pack. But these are 2-barrel carburetors, and they basically all work together. So, kind of cool thing. I'm wondering if I have to do the air filter. I don't know. I've been checking a car status, but it's not going to green light everything until we get it back in a car. But I just want to see. No, air filter's fine. Yeah, we'll have the engine back in a car shortly. I just want to make sure, you know, slapping these extra few parts back on here, that it's not going to be an issue. Belts were an issue. There was a few hidden rubber bushings. It was actually the bushing underneath the cross-member support mount that was a problem, not the bushing that was visual, that you could see. So that's, you know, one of those things. So we've got belts we got to put on. Belt B for an overhead valve V8C. There's one more. I'm just not sure if it's an overhead valve belt or a standard belt. This one here. It's an A. Okay. Most of the cars are pretty generic, Dragon. You have a set of engines and stuff, you know. You're not going to see, like, the Ferrari suspension is not going to be like an F1 suspension. Plus, that's a mod anyways. But, you're going to have a couple of different suspension sets, depending on what cars you're dealing with. You're going to have, you know, a couple different engine ideas. Stuff that could be swapped into them. They're actually pretty good, but they're not, you know, completely in-depth like you're going to, you know, go to UTI or WyoTech and actually be able to rebuild an engine based on your car mechanic simulator knowledge from the game. It's basically just to give you the general idea. They're not like crazy. Like, we just rebuilt that engine in like 2 minutes. It's not, yeah, that part of the accuracy is not a thing. But I mean, even the base model cars, this is their generic El Camino. I mean, you see the suspension under here. It's got cross members. It's got leaf spring rear axles, exhaust. But, you know, they're not overkill crazy, but they're not, you know, completely inaccurate. I mean, it's pretty much a middle ground. You can do okay with it, but don't use it as like, what's wrong with my car? I need to go play car mechanic simulator to figure out how to take something apart. You'll get a basic idea, but it's not going to be, you know, accurate enough that I would trust it. I worked as a mechanic for years, and there's a lot of stuff I've seen that's wrong. I've pointed it out in some of my previous videos as well. Like, hey, this doesn't work like this. Okay. Flywheel, ignition wires I didn't bother to put on yet, because I didn't put spark plugs in. Just seeing if there's bushings, yada yada yada. Sparkulators. Alright. So, no, I'm going to need a set of plugs. The ignition wires. I believe they're these. I'm not sure. Okay, figure it out in a minute. Yeah, see you later, there, Dragon. Enjoy it over there in London. Ah, Zalbar, how you doing? Oop. Bugger. Alright, that side's done. Over here. Oop, helicopter. I did it again. I gotta put those performance spark plugs away, I swear. I mean, they're non-3-star. It's not like they're already 3-star where I gotta avoid them, but I don't want to have to, you know, put performance parts into a story car that doesn't need them. They're D's. Okay, yeah, that's what I was double checking. Ignition wires. Okay. Engine-wise, I think we're okay. Let's get these upper suspension arms sorted. Put most of this wheel back together with it out and lift the car up. This one was almost done anyways. I did have the brakes on the lathe, so yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I think I have to do some suspension up in here. I think I took it apart or something. Yeah, 55 and 67. I'm sure those are probably have an issue. I know that needs a spring. No, why don't I just do whole new front suspension? What were they, wishbones? Yeah. That I won't skimp on. It's too difficult to figure out what part's going to be the, you know, oddball out, so front suspension. Steering knuckle, upper suspension. Outer tie rod. Yeah, I don't have necessary parts on me. Okay. Alright. Yeah, once the mod community comes out, they get based on real cars real quick, though. We've all seen that. Bottom suspension arm, yeah. Disc. Pads. Piece caliper. Tire. Alright. Now, what I need to see here, 225/70 RTP. Yeah. See, I wonder if one of the tires is bad, but I don't know. Shouldn't be a problem. Back across. Come on. There you go. Solid action control arm was actually a part we need to buy. It's given. Just didn't buy it. Well, probably need to grab a few more rubber bushings. I don't know. Like 10 more. I don't think we need a full 10, but I'd rather have extras. Axle. Put this brake system back together real quick. I think the only thing left after that will be the exhaust system and flywheel, starter, stuff like that. So spring plate, we're going to need one. Walk over here. Come on. Alright. I think should be almost wrapped up with the rear end, which is good. Only thing back here I think we have left is the drive line, which once we get the flywheel sorted out, that'll be taken care of. Okay. Get up here. No 3-star racing flywheel, please, for the love of God. Alright. Flywheel. I have so many clutches, and it's because I replaced them with performance clutch, and then fixed the old ones. So I just have a stack of clutches. It's funny. Alright. Transmission. Managed to fix the starter, which is good. Alright. Front exhaust section, overhead valve V8B. They're gonna go exhaust, alright. Not taking any chances on those. Front exhaust pipe. Overhead valve VHC. This one. Okay. They have 2 overhead valve V8s and a middle muffler. Okay. 2 of these. And middle. Same back corner again. Alright, car status, basically it's done. Tires back on it, we just have to do oil, I think, and... should be fine. Change the coolant and align the wheels. Okay. The coolant kind of sucks because you're not going to use the drain tool on the radiator like this. But that's setting accuracy. What are you going to do? Why? Both sides. What did I miss? Huh. Oh. Must just be a thing. Whatever. What? Okay, alright. So it's the driver's side and the passenger rear need to be flipped. They're both R14s. Is it this one? $225, $75. Okay, there's a 70. Alright, so there's a 70 in it. Okay. I see what they did. They made the profile on the rear tire slightly bigger. The 75s go in the rear. 70s go up front. So on this side of the car, we can do both. 70. And then we have to flip-flop these two. Oh, how frustrating that is, because it's literally a point. It's a 5 on the profile. That's the problem. Now I gotta realign them again. For 1 experience point every time I do it. I could have scrap in it. We need scrap for other stuff. And another case. Reward loop. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Finally can put the last 3-star piston together, I guess. Alright, now I can take the engine back out of the Ferrari, put it back up on the engine hoist, and actually double check those piston rings. Because I think I put the pistons in wrong. I was doing this before stream, so I was kind of in a rush anyways, but could have been why. Alright, piston with connecting rod, 3 star. Piston ring, 3 stars. Okay. I might have overdid it on the piston rings. Oh yeah, I did. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. I have almost an entire full set of 3-star piston rings. Eek. Too many. Too many, too many, too many. Alright. Pretty sure I don't have rod caps. Yeah, that's given. I didn't 3-star the heads yet. Flywheel is good. Did do that. I believe I did the clutch too. Yeah. Get these parts out of our inventory real quick. Pressure plate bearing, I did not do one because reasons. Bearing caps, I got a lot of stuff to do. Alright. Gotta do the heads, which I thought we were gonna do performance heads on this anyways. So yeah. We do not have performance heads right now. And I think they're stored away, that's why. But I'm gonna take those 3-star piston rings. These damn spark plugs. I did have 2 full sets. Oh. Start cam gears. Performance camshafts were not an issue. Just trying to get rid of the 3-star stuff that was in our way that was messing us up. The rest of that stuff's probably fine. So we do have a few more things we can scrap, which is good. Yeah, I know. I'm literally scrapping parts that could be put on other cars because I need scrap more than I need money. Ah, missed it. That one's a good one. Pardon me while I just do some scrapping real quick, because I need to clear out the inventory before the next job anyways, or the next restoration. Should be almost done. We're getting to the red parts, so... Yeah, it's a rough thing with this upgrading and starring parts. I can understand why this is just a burden and a half. But I said we do one. A Ferrari's actually what we're going to do. We may do another one later. It depends on how much scrap we gather and how many cases that I manage to get my hands on. If I end up with like 20,000 scrap or something, of course I'm going to do another 3-star. That's not even a question, but as long as we're playing it this tight, we're not going to do this again where we don't have enough. If I could find another couple Lamborghinis and whatnot, those Baricelli cars, we could actually, you know, scam those for 200 grand a piece and have a couple $1 million to play with. But anyways, right now, I say we grab the Sakura. I'd said we'd do the Sakura a long time ago. I just never found one that actually really looked like it was going to be a, you know, good one. I did not want swap. I wanted that one. Move to garage. Alright, so here's what we're dealing with. Big, nice orange. It actually looks pretty close to what the one that Brian brought in Fast and Furious. I'm not sure what engine it's got in it. It looks like a non-turbo. We'll swap that. But I'm going to need to put the engine back in a Ferrari to do that. So, take this over to the car wash. We'll get it cleaned up here in a second. I'm going to take it and put the engine back in the Ferrari and get the Ferrari back in a position where we don't have to worry about it. Got all that rust and crap, or that crap cleaned off there. I love the color because it's actually pretty accurate. Hopefully I got some good vinyl for it too. We do have to weld it, yada yada. Have to put some body parts on it, but otherwise it shouldn't be too big a deal. Get the few parts that are actually still on it off of it. Weld it up, make it all nice and pretty again. Alright. Got a lot of bad parts in here. The S-bomb. But pretty simple on the design. I didn't notice the gearbox was on there. That was my bad. Now, this should be rear-wheel drive. Yeah. If it's accurate, it's rear-wheel drive. And it looks like we will have quite a few options for scrap parts with this. This is going to be a sale, I believe. I don't think I'm going to keep it. So... yeah, I gotta have a bearing somewhere. No, it's a flywheel. Alright. Yeah, it's a bearing. It's the flywheel bearing. Clutch, we don't have to worry about. We're going to rebuild all this, so it's no big deal. Okay. Now, I don't know what the swap options are on this. It's got some good swap options. We be alright. Nah, it's just the turbo. Alright, we'll just add the turbo motor to it. It needs to be a turbo anyways. I already built the turbo for the Skyline. Thought about just doing a stocky, but I think the turbo is going to be a smarter option. I'll have to buy a new block, but... that's fine. I'll get a block. Just a turbo block. Alright. Let's go and repair what we can. Have another clutch, because, you know, clutches are a thing. And we can actually probably do something with that engine block, too. If I decide to build a stock, not naturally aspirated car, I got an engine block for it now. Alright. Need that. Be fine. Alright. As far as this thing goes, I believe it takes the same crank. Yeah. Alright. That's good. Lead alternator, we'll need a water pump, power steering pump, oil filters, connecting rods, all that bullshit. So, give me just a second. We're going to go shopping. Alright. Inline 6. Guarantee we'll need tie rods. Same thing goes for the inners. Just grab them now because we're gonna need them. We'll need an intake manifold for this, but I believe there's a turbo option, so I'm not worried about it. Water pump was another big one. Water pump, water pump, water pump. Tune-up shop, turbo. Don't remember. I don't remember. Power steering pump for this one, I believe, is an i6 power steering pump, but I'm not sure. So I know it has special turbos. Okay, get those. Go to work on the parts. Back this off. Yeah, it's an I4. Okay. Oil filter. Need a fuel filter, need a fuel pump. Yada yada. Pistons and connecting rods. Alright. Ooh, I did not buy the pistons. I did not buy the pistons. Oh. Alright. Okay. And now we need caps. Should already have the engine head and stuff, so we're ahead of the game on that. Eventually, I will memorize every performance part for every engine with these engines. I just haven't got that far yet. I think CMS 2018, I have like 60, 70 hours in the game. And I finally had everything memorized where I could just, you know, go in and build an engine from scratch just from memory. Then just like piecemeal like belts and stuff or off-ball parts. Like I said, I just haven't got that far yet. My memory is not there yet. We did make level 30 though. I mean, look at that. So that's a thing. Turbo on there. That's all set up. All right. Six ignition coils, 6 spark plugs. Intake manifold, dual overhead cam V2. Camshaft's the same thing. I believe the cams are going to be stock. Same thing with the intake manifold. Yeah. Oh, why aren't these cams in order? Is there not? Yeah, I remember that crap from the last time. Last time I did one of these B2s, it was like, oh yeah, there's 20 caps on there. Enjoy. Cover A. E. The intake manifold, I believe. Yeah. Turbo intake. 20 camshaft caps. Ugh, gross. One thing I don't like about this car is you're going to earn your camshaft cap for can count on this one. 2 bolts, 20 caps each, you know. 2 bolts each, 20 caps. It's just, yeah. It's a lot of stuff. But I guess, you know, technically this is what you would call either a 2JZ or a freaking RB26 engine, and those engines are good for almost 1,000 horsepower in the stock internals, so you can pretty much guarantee they over-engineered the hell out of this for that reason. Actually, I had almost a full set, it looks like. Okay, I know the throttle is good. Cam gears, we were pretty close to a second ago. Even think of grabbing them. These are just regular ones, right? Serpentine belts, and I need a throttle. What fuel rail did I need? Just the B2 turbo? Okay. Go in here. Real quick. Get the throttle and the fuel rail. Because I know they're here. Those are long bolts. They don't even reach all the way if you notice. They screw in, but they actually need to hit this intake manifold. And we need serpentine belts and water pump pulleys. So they're over here. Oh, serpentine belt A for turbo. I need B for turbo as well. This one. Water pump pulley. Put that in there. Okay, timing cover, coil cover, idler roller B I should have. Yeah. Timing cover A, timing cover B, and a coil cover. I'll have to shopping list that one. Because I don't see it off the top of my hand, so... I just love to leave it off. Popped right up when you shopping list it, but... You know... Crankshaft for an i4. And the belt B, which we already have. Unit tensioner for a B2. Yeah, it's like the special tensioner and then a fan. So don't know which fan I need. I4 TAE. That's this fan. Okay. I had a lot of these parts when I built the other car. That's why I'm like, eh. When I built the Skyline, I had a lot of this stuff, so that's why I'm like, I don't remember what it is now. Back here. Get the clutch done. Alright. That is an engine. At least we're calling it that. So, now it's no longer inconvenient for the Ferrari. Yes! We have things. Awesome. Looks good. I think the transmission's better. I think I fixed the transmission as well, so... Be able to, yeah. Zip this back in. Okay. Yeah. I could buy an ECU. Gross. Get the tires and wheels off here. Get them pulled apart. Should be able to salvage them, but I know we have to buy one, so probably 4 pads. Wheel hub stuff, probably the given. But stacking up that scrap part list again. You know, bunch more rubber bushings, I guarantee it. That is unfortunate. But it's a restoration, it's not surprising. Actually, I can take the cross member out, because there's no rubber bushings in it. And I missed a couple tires. Yeah, I know. I should have pre-stripped this car so we could just do the fancy put it all together thing and, you know, the YouTuber thing where it's like, oh yeah, I found this. It's already all prepped. We just got to put it back together, but it's boring. It's not much better when you're actually tearing the car apart, but at least when you're tearing a car apart, you're kind of remembering the pattern, how to take things apart, whatnot. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I don't know if I could, do that over and over again. Yeah, it is repetitive, but yeah, I don't mind it. And I hate overly repetitive things, so that tells you something. There's enough uniqueness in the suspensions and stuff that you shouldn't be doing the same thing twice, but, you still have to remember there's only so many suspensions, so eventually, yeah, you're going to be doing the same 5 things twice, but hopefully by that point you're done restorations, and if you're throwing this up on the like PlayStation 5 or something versus the computer, you may be more, oh, well, I gotta wait for the next DLC or whatnot. If you're throwing it up on the computer and you've got, your Steam Workshop going, you probably are going to have mods and be able to build cars that you actually get excited about. We did that yesterday with the DeLorean. That car was exciting. It was stupid simple. Mechanically wise for gameplay, it was stupid simple, but it was about, putting that car together at that point. So that's where the other side of this game, the fun level comes in, is it's more along the lines of getting able to build unique stuff, or maybe stuff that you see on the street. Once DLCs start coming out, you see more stuff that you see on the street. So, and then, yeah, the repair mini game is no fun. Nobody likes it, but it's better than random chance, I guess. If you break a part in this one, you pretty much did it yourself. Case in point, I just broke a steering knuckle. At least it wasn't a steering rack. Those things are expensive. They're 800 credits. The knuckles, a couple hundred credits. That's not no big deal, but yeah, you break one of them steering racks and that's a bad day. Especially when you're watching money. Actually, not a whole hell of a lot on this that could be salvaged, so that tells you something. Alright, finish up the brake lathing. I'll probably still buy one, but we can finish up the ones we got. While I'm waiting for the brake lathe to get done, I'll pet the cat. She's sitting behind me staring at me going, hey, fucker, pay attention. Alright. Now I know you're going to need like rubber bushings and stuff, that's a given. Drive shaft, but got too close. There we go. I'm pretty sure, yeah, both those are shot. So get over into our suspension kit here before we do. 4 of those. One of those, and I believe it was a vented disc we needed. So, steering knuckle D. Car's going to be a little expensive to put back together because of, the obvious points, but be okay. Need some more disc brake parts, it looks like. Not sure how many. Grab 4 of the wheel hub bearings, 2 of the caps. 10 more rubber bushings, because why not? Alright. Back under here. Yes, we need front shock absorber, sway bar B. The front sway bar, not a rear sway bar. There is difference. I got a rear one floating around my inventory I haven't used, you know, at all. Cross number E. Yeah, that came right out, so I don't know why I thought that was even a good part. Lower suspension arm, we had 1 of them. We'll have to get 1 more. But that'll at least let us put our steering rack in. Our tie rods we pre-bought, because we knew we were going to need them. You can't repair tie rods. Yeah, just don't even try. If you have a tie rod that's bad, just buy a new one. A lot less headache if you just automatically assume that when you're doing a restoration. Buy 2 and buy 2 outer tie rods automatically. Will save you a lot of headache later on down the road. Front axle knuckle cover we had. Front wheel hub we needed. Yeah, I know we need that lower suspension arm, but want to get the rest of this together. Yeah, we're out of calipers now, so. Still gotta put together front shock absorber A, I believe, as well. So, springs, caps, shock absorbers, move on. I'm trying to remember my alphabet here. Alright. Same thing with bushings. Keep a healthy supply of bushings around if you're playing this game. It's so much easier when you just have a ton of bushings. Hey, rear sway bar B. Look, I finally had a use for it. I've had that floating around my inventory for like 5 episodes. Now I'm going to need it on the next car, watch. Knuckle housing A. Yeah, we broke one of those, so it's not surprising. Fix one of the rear suspension arms. I need a few more small rubber bushings too. There's quite a few in this one. Wasn't really paying that much attention to it. Figured those I can just buy as we go. Right now it's a 1-tire fire because it only has 1 rear axle. Caliper, yes. Cylinder, no. Okay, so we need... That tells me what I need to know. Alright, so this, 2, this, 1. Wasn't sure on the brakes what we were going to need, so I was like, eh. I got 4 rubber bushings left, so. Rear suspension trailing arm. And 4 more of those. Sway bar end lengths, you're not going to repair them, so whatever. Rear suspension trailing arms. Oh, we might need upper ones. I'm not sure yet. Probably need spring caps. We'll need rear springs. And I believe those are shock absorber B. So we'll go ahead and buy a pair. Should be right. spring caps are never repairable. Either springs, either top caps. So when you get them, automatically assume they're broken. Get new ones. Alright, that side should be done. On to the other side. I know he broke this. Rear knuckle housing A. That's here. Okay. I think we had the... Yeah, we saved the wheel hub. Rear wheel hub and a drive axle. I know I need a drive axle too. I don't remember which one though, so... We'll put this together and find out. Just a standard rear drive axle? I can do that. 70 credits plus 15% off because we got all the discounts. We also just leveled up, so we're going to have to go grab another upgrade. Rear upper suspension arm. I figured one of those was broke. Oh! Did I do the shock absorber on the other side? No, I did not. See? I guessed, and they bit me in the ass. Oh well, it's a couple bucks. Don't worry about it. Ah, it's a little afternoon. I wonder if we'll see Smiley pop in today. Suspension arm B? I guess it's just suspension arm because I shouldn't need the bushings. Yeah, those should be fine. That's the suspension arm. Alright. Yay! Alright. Okay. Drive shaft. The exhaust. We'll need an exhaust pipe and the middle muffler and a bunch of other stuff. But I'm hoping that that's all going to end up playing out in a lot of performance parts, so we get that turbo breathing properly. Okay, so let's work on fuel tank. Grab that, throw it in. Same thing with our high performance fuel pump. I think it's the exhaust, right? The front exhaust section A. V6 turbo. Alright. Let's look at exhaust real quick in here. See if we can find any of the exhaust that we need. Middle muffler, yeah, that's probably a given. Front exhaust section, catalytic converter, middle muffler, catalytic converter is a given too. Yeah, I don't see this I6 one, so we're probably just going to have to do whatever. And then as far as back here, We got a V8 muffler and an exhaust pipe. So, exhaust pipe, V8 muffler, fancy stainless exhaust. At least most of it. I'll have to get a cheapy spot for the front. What? Oh, it's not the turbo. Alright, here's the problem. It's not the turbo exhaust. It's the stock exhaust. The naturally aspirated exhaust section. So weird. Oh, and it's an A. I keep grabbing the B. I don't know why I keep grabbing the B. It should be that one. Yeah. I don't know why it's a stock, naturally aspirated part. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, car status-wise, we're down to wheels, drivetrain. We got to grab a starter from the old electronic shop. And a ECU A, you know that. Fuse base and cover. Oops, that's B. Battery. Probably an ABS module. I think the pump we fixed. We'll start there. Air filter base type A. Weird. I do want to get relays and stuff done. Let's get that done first. Alright. A, 2, 3 Bs, 4 Cs. Two, 3, 1. Alright. Should have done that right. Nope, I didn't. I shorted it. I should have known. Gotta have fuses so the engine works, right? Alright. Yeah, I shorted a single B. Fine. Alright. That's done. ECU's done. Air filter, base, and all that stuff. We gotta get in there. Probably need a radiator A, I would assume. So, air filter base type A. Okay. Type A cover. I think it's just a regular air filter, but I'm not sure. No, air filter type A. Okay, so we're going to look at performance real quick, see if we can find a type A. Maybe we can. Nice red filter. Everybody should have red filters. Spend the money. Save you a lot of time and have a headache later. Alright. Yeah, it's got to be a radiator A. What's the coolant tank on this thing? A B? Okay. Sarah? Radiator. Sure, I'll need radiator fans. No, we don't. It's manual. God damn. Our steering, coolant, and wash. I don't think I actually even went over and did any of the body work. See if I could do any of it. Kind of funny. Didn't even cross my mind. Okay. Other than the front suspension, which I have to assemble. And tires, I believe we're pretty much done and we're down to body. I missed a window. I didn't take out a window. That's fine. Part mount. Well, I still need the sway bar end links, but I need to know which ones they were. Front suspension, wheels, and body panels. All right. And I really should just separate all the tires and wheels. And then, you know, warehouse what I don't need, but fine. I'll do that. I'll separate them all. We'll see how it's repairable, and then everything else just going in the trash. Those Ferrari wheels are pretty iconic, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. It's just the tire sizes on them. Which, if I'm smart, I'll just shopping list the tire sizes after we get everything apart. Right now, they're just in my inventory and they're in the way. So I'd rather just shopping list tire sizes on them and then buy them outright and get them done. Alright. So, wheels wise, 305 30/21s and 255 30/21s. So we need this, that. 235 45 17 and 255 40 17. Alright, so we got some unique tire sizes in the standards anyway. We'll do sport tires instead of standard tires and that. Rim Modern 02. This. Alright. We're gonna go spend some money. Alright, so we need race tire C's. And that was the $255 30/21s. We need two of those. $55 30/21s. We need two of those. Okay, and then this one. 305 30/21 race tire C. We need two of. I mean, 305 30. That's pretty easy to remember, actually. Okay. Just gonna get this stuff off the list. Alright. 235, 45, 17s. And we needed 2 rims for that too. Rim Modern 02. 17s. Oh, I actually kind of want to go with the black ones. No, I'm not buying all brand new ones. That's... Ah, those are fine. 2 17-inch rim moderns. Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, now we need sport tires. 17s, 2 of them. Ah, I messed up. 235, 45. Did it again. And you're 255 40s? Yeah. Okay, there's a good possibility we won't be able to save any of the rims or we'll break one, so... See? Okay. So... in here, I want this... and this. Better to just install all of them and have them all installed at 100%, and then I'll figure out the Ferrari when we get there. I actually think I might be able to do... I might actually be able to install tires on the Ferrari as it sits right now. I haven't checked part mount in a while. Get up on a couple pieces of rubber, it might actually be a better thing. I'll have to buy, I guess, 2 more of those rims for the Ferrari and mount those other 2 tires. Yeah, it looks like 2 more. Yeah, 13A 21s. Let's just buy them now. Let's get them over with. We're gonna get them out of the way. 13As, 2 of them, 21-inch wheels. Now I can get rid of and scrap all that other stuff. I'm going to be sitting on the balancer for a minute. Got a big tire order in. It's 8 tires. Now I have to watch tire sizes too, because these are all, you know, bigger on the back and smaller on the front tires, so both cars have the same issue. Okay. Part mount, standard tire, this one. Whoa! Escape. 235, 45. 235, 45, 255. Make sure I get the right one. That would have been annoying. Two 540s. Fine, whatever. Okay. This one is 245. Slightly narrower tire. I mean, really, a 255 and a 245 are not that much different. You might get away with it. It wouldn't ride real well, but, you know, be done. Okay, that car's got wheels on it. This one needs the 305s in the rear. I didn't 3-star those. That's why I was waiting on those. You know what? Right now, I just need to be able to have them move around. Just I'll have to remember to 3-star the rims, I guess. Well, along the lines is now I can park it outside and I don't have to worry about, you know, it's sitting on blocks and looking weird. Kind of a visual issue with me. Having a Ferrari like this sitting on blocks would drive me nuts. Alright, that's done. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Get in here. Let's get some fluids in this thing and check our car status out, get our body work done, and get this thing out of here. We'll give it a paint job, see if there's a livery. Might be a, you know, Fast and Furious freaking 1 livery for it, since it's technically a Toyota Supra. Alright. Body station. Body tuning. Supa. Yeah. This stuff. Yeah, we'll do the taillights. I don't really like those taillights, but fine. And I believe this adds the roll cage into the hatch, too. Alright, so stock body parts that are not in there. Doors. Windows. Looks like the fenders were not in there as well. This thing. Alright. Body windows. Mirrors. Trunk deck, windshield, okay. Symbol mode. Front bumper. Yep. I could repair these, but, you know. A lot of these parts I didn't have, so I figured just all new would be a better option. I gotta change one body window out. I just need to, I want to get the rest of the body on first before I do that. Alright, it's this one here. Alright. Beautiful orange and black. Whatever. Move car. Okay. So if you're wondering how fast, why I'm able to do the wheel alignment so fast, it's your left and right keys after you click on the arrow, see how they highlight, if you click on it, it'll bring up the red line. And then you can use your left and right strafe movement keys to your S and A, was it S and A and D keys? Yeah. That's kind of the hotkeys right there. That's how you do that fast. Oof. They gotta do the interior. We know. Alrighty. Paint the car. Its glorious current color. Yes. Livery. Racing stripes. Gross. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get anything. We're just gonna paint it. Make it pretty. Okay. Grab the interior real quick. I already know what I want to put in it. Seat 11. Steering wheel 8. Probably have to put a back seat in it too, but yeah, that looks about right. Plank of wood. Alright. Get this over to the dyno jet. See if we missed any parts. It's not going to let it start without it. Oh, it's missing rubber bushing. Alright. Fine. It's probably a rear. Not sure. Status car. Ah, it's missing a bunch of clips too. Rubber bushing and these 4 clips. Oh. Oopsie. Alright. Clips are under the engine bay, I know that. I think they're air cleaner. Looks good though. Nice looking car. Okay. Car status mode now. Front and rear license plates. Alright. Put this in order, guys. Come on. Okay. Let's take it back to the dyno. See where we at on power. I'm at 500 and change. I think it's about 500, I'm not sure. Yikes, that dyno's pretty sketchy. Wow, 422. I don't think I missed a performance part. Maybe I did. Whatever. Looks pretty good in here. Pretty basic for 93. Take it for a run on the speed track. One of these days I'll learn when the exact stopping distance on some of these cars is. Till then, we'll smack the wall and then sell the car. That's got a minor bit of crinkle damage in that fiberglass front end. It's fine. I totally didn't, plow it into a wall at 130 miles an hour. It needs plates. Yeah, that's what's messing with us right now. Well, we got all these new plates. Let's use one. Sunny 1986 California plate. Yeah, that would make sense. No. What are these? 83? Oh, that's even worse. No. No, let's do Texas plates. I like it. Texas plates. We got Texas plates. Be nice. We'll do Texas plates. By part. Alrighty, mount. Yeah, Texas plates will work. Alright, Texas plates. Thanks. They actually almost look personalized, too. That's kind of funny. Alright, status, 100%, 100%, cool. $131,000. We needed $140,000 right now. So, yeah, that was a good one. The Supa is definitely a car worth doing an engine swap performance mod build on, where you actually get everything built up. Done. So I want to check something real quick, so just bear with me. Was trying to figure out. Anybody know how long we've been streaming? I haven't been paying attention. I think it's been like 2 hours, right? Huh. Right. Not worried about it. I think it's about 2 hours. Alright. This thing is slightly less annoying. We'll send it outside. See, now it doesn't look retarded when it's sitting out here. It's still just as low. I mean, the blocks were basically nothing. Aye. Alright. Yeah, it looks okay. It needs some work. But it's getting there. We'll 3-star the rest of the parts later. Yeah. But for now, I got 10 barns to look through, and we need some cases. I actually wonder what the Ferrari's worth with the engine the way it is for the rest of the 3-star parts. But for a fact we use so much scrap on it, I'd just sell it right now. Alright. I'm gonna look around, see if we can find the case. And also check and see if there's anything in here worth building. So I can see an FMW over there in the corner. We could do one of those. We really haven't, at least on the channel. Barn's kind of slim picking. Really tight in here. So we're on the lookout for batteries, the case, and possibly a car to build. Another Evo. That is a Chrysler 300. Yeah. Basically a Chrysler 300. Would have missed that one if I wasn't looking. Alright. That's an Evo, basically. I actually think this is the in-game version of the Evo. Not even the real one. Yeah. We have the real one as a mod, so that's why it's like, which one is that? Okay. No case on this side that I can see. So, move over the other side of the garage, see if it's over there. There's the case, alright. So now we're just going to hunt around and see what's on the other side, see if there's another car in here. I mean, we got a little Rhino Blanco hatchback thing, but I'd have to be pretty cheap. Yeah, there's the estimated car value is $5,000 less than the buy price. That's why I don't buy a lot of cars in barns. In case you guys were wondering why I don't do barn finds, because they got more parts on them. Honestly, it's the deficit on what the car's worth resale value is so much different. I mean, most most junkyard cars are literally wash them, detail the interior, and you know, throw the welder on them, and you can make a $2,000 to $5,000 profit on the car without fixing a thing. If you start adding parts to it and actually going through the junkyard piles and finding the parts that are, you know, 25, 30, 40%, and you could build the entire car and get it running, it's worth a lot more, and you didn't spend that much. But I haven't done a full junkyard scavenge car in a while. They're kind of a pain because you have to make like 300 trips to the junkyard sometimes. So I try to avoid them just because they're so time consuming. And it's not good for the stream to be running around in the junkyard the entire stream, hunting for, you know, a valve cover or something. A Volvo over here. Is this it is. Ooh. Caprice, isn't it? Yeah, Mark 7. This is like the taxi cab cop car type car. Yeah, let's do a cop car. That sounds fun. I said we were going to do a bunch of the you know, like regular cars in the game too, not just mods for upgrades and whatnot. So that one was one of them that was kind of, I was like, well, should we? Yeah, we should, because that's, I think we can do a taxi cab option on it, and then a cop car option. Wow, there's a car over here. Interesting. The different spawn location. I haven't seen that one before. That's a Land Rover. Guaranteed, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the pickup trucks in the junkyard or the barns. I think it's a weird thing that they're not spawning in the barns or the junkyard. So, I may have to buckle down and go and run back and forth to the auctions for a while and see if I can find one. So I'd like to do a truck. I definitely like to do one of the older pickup trucks, or possibly even one of the newer models. So we picked up that car. We got some room to do stuff. So this one, I believe you can do bonus parts on and do police lights. If that's the case, then, you know, curiously, I have the patience. This one. So there's a few of these cars you can do bonus parts on. This is one of them. Look, we got a cop car. It's seen better days. Alright. But, let's go check out an auction. We'll check out both auctions. Just to see if we can find any of the truck type stuff. I don't want to spend a fortune on a truck to do a restore, but let's see what we can do. I mean, $20,000, $30,000 on a wrecked truck is probably not a good idea. Oh, there's another 458 mod in here. Look at that. Looks like no. We are seeing the mod cars popping up in the auctions now, which is nice. The DeLorean's here. The Ferrari, the Skyline was on the other side. So, what we're looking for, there's the Land Rover. Really good Ferrari. Is pickup trucks. So we may have to do a little auction hopping back and forth to see if we can find one. Even if we can find just the, like, the old Ford pickup truck, it'd be nice. Because we're not finding them in the barns and the junkyard. I've been in the junkyard more times than I can count recently. Especially off camera. I mean, if I'd have found one, the odds would have been pretty much my favor I'd have found one. We do have a van over here. We could do a van. I could go get the Scooby-Doo skin and do a van. Tempest Magnum, I do have the Richard Petty one for. We will have to do another one of those for a Richard Petty car. It's just something I haven't done. I have the livery for it. I just haven't done it yet. We made that really good one. We made like a couple $100,000 on the other day. And it had the blower and everything. That was got like 270 miles an hour on the speed track. But, yeah. We haven't gotten to the point yet where we're just like, oh yeah, we'll just, you know, rebuild the car we just built. Even if it's got a really cool livery on it, because liveries are liveries. You can look at the liveries in the workshop, or, you know, look them up online, and eventually we'll have them. We just don't have them now. Got a Flamo drag sitting over there. A couple of Land Rovers, too. See, we're getting the mod Land Rover, and I'm wondering if I have to uninstall that mod to get the trucks back, because I'm not seeing trucks at all. I don't know if it's overriding the truck's spawn location, but yeah, I'll have to look at the game files and stuff and see what's going on with that. But we'll pop back and forth to the auction real quick and just see. I know you can go into the car salon. Actually, we could do that. Let's kick over to the salon. I need the achievement for Rich Guy anyways, so I got enough cash. We can see if there's a truck in here. If there is, we'll just buy it outright. And we can pretty much set what we want, too. So, do a few things in here. The Viper. Modded out Volvo. And what is this? That's a true Evo. I know, because I use that bumper. But, let's check the car salon here. We can configure stuff and just buy certain cars. I guess we want that one. Ford Blue, I guess. We'll select it. Alright, so we have this one. Big V8. I believe it's I think it's 4-wheel drive. I think we got what you call it? Off-road stuff. Now, we would performance mod the hell out of this car. But it's 183,000 credits. We don't have any performance parts on it. So we're not going to make a lot of money on this if we flip it, but I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool to take a brand new car, strip it down to the guts, and, you know, body mod the hell out of it. I mean, I guess. Little rough. It's almost 200 grand. But let's get it done. Turn to the garage. Should get the achievement when we get back to the garage for rich guy or whatever. Yep, there it is. Alright. So, that was more like achievement hunting, more for my part than anything else, but it's one of the only ways we're getting a truck right now. Not even sure where they sent it. Probably back here in a wash bay or something. Or it's already inside. Yeah, it's probably inside. Ran out of car parking, so yeah, it's already in here. Alright. So, we know we got a bunch of 100% body parts, so let's do a truck. We're taking a brand new car. We're going to strip it down. I think we can do light bars on this with the bonus parts. So there is that too. We can get some really douchey light bars. Yeah, I know, it's weird. We're working on something that's not all rusty. But we should do this, and we'll sell this. And I think this will be... We'll see how long this takes. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we got to pull the engine, drain the fluids, stuff like that, but... Yeah, see, this thing's got a transfer case in it. So this is what I was this is what I was looking at. Is this truck creates a new scenario because you have a transfer case built into it. So there's a couple extra parts you gotta deal with. He's out of here. They're in my way. So yeah, this creates a slightly different scenario because you have different drive shafts, you have transfer cases. So this is definitely a unique little critter comparative to what we've been dealing with now, which is mostly two-wheel drive. So we want to kit this thing out, see if we can't make a profit. If we can't, well, you know, we can go find another Sakura, Supra, or a Lamborghini or something. I'll figure something out. I'll uninstall mods if necessary to get the Lamborghini to spawn again. But we'll replace all the stuff we can with performance parts, performance pistons, you know, stuff like that. But we'll get it set up for the engine to come out of it and whatnot. Do the oil. Drain all the fluids out of it, redo all the fluids. I mean, dealer car probably should drain all the fluids anyways, but this may sell for quite a bit, actually, because of the fact that we don't have to buy a lot of parts. We just have to buy some performance parts. It's going to be a fairly cheap rebuild. But I'm kind of hoping for like a, you know, performance transfer case type stuff. Or you can do a little bit more heavy-duty off-road type stuff. And it could be just, it's kind of fun. Yeah. Do we need to take all this stuff off? Absolutely not. 90% of this stuff could probably stay right where it's at. But, like some of these front drive axles and stuff, I do want to see, you know, how they did this with this assembly. How they actually made everything line up. Because this should be accurate for all-wheel drive. A lot of the mods and stuff, you just got like a floating, you know, doohickey. So I kind of wanted to see how they actually did this, make it accurate. And if I get this stuff out of the way, it's just less stuff I have to deal with later. More stuff I got to put back on, but yeah, it looks like they actually got that little front drive axle D part in there, which is what was housing the transfer case. So on the four-wheel drives, the mods and stuff, they don't have the transfer case in there, which that's kind of the issue, I guess you'd call it. Maybe we'll do some oversized tires or something on it too. I don't know. We might buy us a new set of tires. But I don't see any reason to take anything out of the rear end except for maybe the exhaust pipes. This truck is hard to hit the hit boxes to drag yourself around. It's more like a, you know, hard mode type thing where you have to walk underneath and get back to it. But tune-up shop, exhaust, rear muffler V8. Do a quick tune-up on this thing. Exhaust pipe, middle muffler, catalytic converter. Okay. Just start with the basics. We're going to do a big, loud, obnoxious, pay attention to me exhaust. Okay. And these are front exhaust pipe Bs for a V8. We actually have those as an option. So we have full exhaust, which is nice. Now, I don't know. We'll need these. Let's give it. In the gear sets, the custom gearbox shop. Now, that's what I don't know. Do we have transfer case? No. Okay, so that tells us what we need to know there. So we need to get the engine out, get it torn down, put back together with new connecting rods and performance heads and stuff, whatever we have to do up here. But we'll do this quick little one. We'll get this, you know, pulled apart, sold back off, whatever we need to do with it. And then we'll go do the police car. But take this apart. We don't have to take the oil filter off it. We pretty much just have to take the heads off it. Alternator, power steering pump, stuff like that. So get the pistons out of it. Don't take the crank out. We might have to take the cams out, but I think they're up top. So disassemble the heads, put new spark plugs in it, new coils. ignition coil stuff. We'll just basically rot it out a little bit, get a little bit of performance out of it, and once we got some performance parts bonus, we'll see what the resale on it is and get rid of it. That'll be an interesting thing to restore a brand new car. I know, restore. It's kind of a loose term when it's a brand new car, right, guys? Roller. Oh. Tensioner. Now, we don't have to take a lot of this crap off the front. Really just need the alternator and the power steering pump. The rest of it pretty much can stay put, so that's less stuff we have to put back together. Gonna check the manifolds. I don't think we have V8 ones, but gonna get those out of here. Coil covers, obviously the ignition coils and spark plugs need to be changed. Now, we may have to take all that crap off the front if we have to do cams. I don't remember if this car has custom cams, but that's kind of one of those things we will deal with when we get there. Keep leaning back, and if my voice is not carrying properly, then I apologize. It isn't intentional. Keep just floating away from my mic because I'm sitting up straighter. Might have custom heads for this too, actually, come to think of it. We probably should take that front end apart. Yeah. Don't want to, but need to get the timing cover off. We have custom heads. You know, because we got to do this right. We got to get all the good parts in there. Fancy stuff. Now, we don't have to change any fluids except for the oil. That's good. Oh, we got to take the heads off to get the pistons out anyway. So, yeah, this all had to come apart no matter what. Really? 2 bolts? I don't buy it. There should be a couple more. Timing belts. Cam gears. Cam shafts. I think we have heads for this, so let's get the heads out of here, pistons. It's just kind of a risk because this car is, you know, probably not worth too much more than what we bought it for, but let's get it sorted. I can now see the plugs, but I can't see the exhaust manifold. That's what's holding me up on this side. And I think, yep, I can get it from here. Don't have to buy piston rings for this one either. Because when I pull them out, they should be good. So it's literally just change the pistons, change the heads. Interesting firing order that those 2 are up and those 2 are down. That should not be the way that is. But, alright. No, we need an alternator. We'll need an air filter, but whatever. Camshaft V8, we'll need 4 of them. We already got the clutch system. Engine head V8, I believe. Yeah. V8 exhaust manifolds. Here we had those. Fuel filter, fuel pump, standard stuff. Should be the DIs for the fuel rails. I don't know about ignition coil. that way, but I do know we need 8 of these. 8 of these. Our steering pump. 8 spark plugs. And a V8 throttle, I believe. Yep. Now, I didn't check intake manifold for this. I don't think there is one, but yeah, there's not. There's only a handful like the V6s that actually have intake manifolds. These back in. Okay. Yeah, I know. Didn't really need to do this, but if we're doing the achievement anyways, I probably should just do all the fancy parts while we're at it. And there's a lot of it we don't have to replace, so why not? These heads add 10%. So this engine should be really overpowered now. Especially with that full stainless exhaust. Okay, cams. Plugs. I think this is the side that goes on first anyway, so that works out. Yeah, no, I just struggled to get back up to, 600,000 credits, and went ahead and spent 200 grand at the car salon so we could redo a truck. But, like I said, there's a lot of this we don't have to do, so. And DI fuel rail on this side. Alright. Exhaust manifold we can reach from here. Nice. Timing cover back on. Okay. Head covers. Oil packs. Fuel filter while we're there. Oh, getting a interesting reflection on the intake manifold there. It might be some clipping, I'm not sure. Definitely visually noticeable. Alright. Onwards to the front. Water pump. I said this won't take long. It's just a matter of pulling the old stuff off, getting the performance parts we can put back on it, and then, you know, going from there. So a lot of the parts, like I said, don't need to really change. Just need to update a few things here and there, call it a performance freaking package, and turn it around. Give it a quick flip. Alright, so. Yeah. That back in. Move that over there. What I want to do is... Oh, wow. That power steering fluid and radiator fluid are really full. Alright, put the oil back in it. And we'll rebuild the front suspension. Put the transmissions back in it. See what it's worth. We got body panels that we can probably change, so I do want to check that out, see if there's performance body panels or something. And also, like, bonus parts. See if we can do some light bars. Probably should raise this up so I can finish it, right? Yeah, see how that kind of plugs into this rear drive axle? That's how it's supposed to look anyway, so that's actually pretty accurate. I know Gentleman Dragon over there from London was asking me earlier how accurate it is. It depends on the vehicle, honestly. Like, this actually is pretty accurate for how the four-wheel drive system works. Didn't take anything off the back, per se, so... Per se, I didn't take anything off the back, so... What we have left in rubber bushings, I believe, is just the rubber bushings that we had for leftovers from our last project car. Which means we need to buy more! Yay! It's back on there. No, I didn't take the car apart the second I bought it. No, you're crazy. South Park Michael Jackson. Freaking, no, you're ignorant. God. Alright, transfer case in here. Now, I do have that front drive axle we gotta put in. You can't miss this drive shaft. Luckily, we don't have to actually do anything. It just basically pops in. I like the new realistic banners, though. It does make me happy that they actually did something like that. Look at the slope on that drive shaft. Jesus! The center of this truck is insane. That transmission hump's got to be like literally up into the dashboard somewhere. It's almost touching the window. Alright. Body tuning. Nothing. Okay, so didn't have to take the body off. Oh well. Reassemble. Figured there might have been like a Raptor bumper or something for it. You know, some kind of custom piece, but I guess not. Can I not reach that? What's the issue? I can reach the other one. There we go. Weird. Very weird. Alright. Trunk. I might just leave the tail. No, I can't. Love to leave the tailgate off, but no idea how much I'd love to leave the tailgate off, but. Alright. Get this back down. Put the hood back on it. Okay. Now. Assemble mode. I'm looking for a green dot, I guess you'd call it. I don't know where it would be. Look like it's an option. Get rid of it. Did we lose our mic? That what happened? Did we lose our mic? That what happened? Oh, nope, checks out. God, guys, I'm sorry if we lost the mic. I just noticed it. I couldn't hear the reverb on my voice coming off of my monitor. So, yeah. I apologize if we lost our mic there, but we made about $1,000 profit on that car. So, let's get the police. Car wash. No better to bring it in the shop without washing it. You have to detail it anyways to get a good score. Yes, that's exactly the color it needs to be. Alright. Let's get it back in the shop. Let's get it torn down. So, obviously, our big thing right now, more than anything else, is we're gathering scrap parts by creatively so take you off, even though you're kind of the thing. Uh-oh. There we go. Kind of buggered out. That was weird. Alright. Same story. We're going to performance kit the hell out of it. Make it into a, you know, a neighbor type car. We're going to make it into a, you know, like a Cletus McFarlane freaking security drift car. But if you haven't seen Cletus McFarlane's little Crown Vic that he's got that he calls neighbor, definitely check it out. That thing is stupid. Now, he might be able to restore a bunch of this stuff, too. So, that's the other thing. I know he won't have an intake manifold for it because it's a V8, but I think it's actually a different type of V8. Yeah. It's a single overhead cam FME. We haven't done one of these in a minute. Spark plugs on this thing are in the worst possible spot. So, alright. I was talking the other day about having to do work on a Ford 5.4 liter engine. Yeah, that's where the spark plugs are. And the fuel rail's right behind it. It's not cool. They're a pain in the ass to work on. I got to do stuff on that this weekend anyway, so. But I know we can pull this out the other direction and put it on the stand, but I just wanted to get, you know, a bunch of the stuff off of it while we were here, and then we'll deal with it accordingly. It's actually pretty funny because junkyard car we don't drain the oil on because usually it doesn't have an oil pan. So basically just, I'll disconnect the transmission, we'll pull the block out here in a second. But it looks like we're going to need a boatload of rubber bushings. Might be able to repair the radiator. Get this up in the air and see what we got. Our disembodied WD-40 hand up there. I do like the fact I can zoom in and out with a scroll wheel. It makes things a little easier. Okay. Now I can get the engine out. Put it on the stand. Build the hell out of it and go from there. So yeah, I mean, we've done, what, a story car, 2 restorations technically, because we did the Ford or the pickup, and we've done this restoration. That's not terrible for a stream, especially one that's probably just now about 3 hours. We're not that far off that 3-hour mark. So we're starting on our 3rd restoration. We've already done a story car. You're getting a hell of a lot of different content and a hell of a lot of different stuff. Let's just say that. We're not shying away and just going, oh, well, I'm going to spend 20 minutes doing this car and that's the video, guys. We're going to make sure we do a bunch of different ones. I mean, obviously, we're going to run out of cars eventually, but hopefully the workshop can keep up with us if we start doing some of the normal cars. I do check the workshop like 3 times a day, just to see if there's any new mod cars. If I miss something or one of the other YouTubers beats me to it, they were up at like 2 in the morning or something when I wasn't checking it, because That's about the only time I don't check it is when I'm asleep, and that's very rare. So, and some of the guys that do edited videos and stuff, they keep really weird hours. So, can't really fault that too much. Okay, now we go into here and see what we got. Okay, power steering pump, water pump, fuel filter, all that fun stuff. Ooh, actually, they had some of the truck stuff. It was for the regular earthquake, it looks like. The one we had wasn't the one we could use. It doesn't look like the cop car here has any, which is sad. Unless they're in the stock ones. These are the tuning shop ones. I wish it had like a front bumper B with a push bar on it. But it doesn't. Alright. Now the drill. Alternator. Clutch. You'll probably have heads, but I'm not sure yet. I don't see any, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's these. The FME heads, head A and head B. So, one of these and one of these, I believe. Flywheel's a given. Fuel filter. Ignition coils. We pulled one out. Piston rods. Oops. Spark plugs. And then I'm not sure what else. Alright. Alternator, yeah. Water pump, we did not fix. Power steering pump is for a V6B. That one. So we're going to have to kind of piecemeal some of this stuff. It's not intentional. It's just kind of the way it has to be. I don't know this engine well enough to be able to, you know, do it by memory. I don't see a B. However. What? We're looking for piston rings. That's right. And a V8 air filter. Tie rod ends. Tie rods. Okay. You got a few things. Ah, we didn't get a water pump. That's what we needed. That's what I was trying to. That's why I was going down all the way. What do we need? Water pump. Yeah, that thing. This and one of these. Because we probably don't have it or it broke. Okay. Piston rods in. Probably need rod caps. Because we always need rod caps. That's the way it goes. Okay. Piston in here. I like the fact the rockers and the rods are already, the push rods are already in this. So if you notice, the valve push rods and everything are already part of this head. Camshaft, VA single overhead cam FME. I can check tuning parts, but we don't really have a lot of camshafts, so I don't think that's the thing. Yeah. Cam gears, don't repair. We never had caps. Manifold A. You have an exhaust manifold? Yeah, we did. 2 of those. Curiously. It's plus 4% if it works. I thought we had them because we've done an FME before. This has the cool little camshaft caps. Regular cam gears. And the caps for that. 2 sets. Alright. The head's back on this thing as fast as we can, and then we'll do the bottom end. Okay. Round, around, around. Yeah, we need all the caps. We're able to put some of the bottom ones in, but not all of them. That's why just slide them in now. Okay. Now, get our flywheel and stuff in here. Clutch. Camshaft bearing, because we were thinking ahead. I'm actually going to rotate this engine around because this one's kind of a pain to work on when it's sideways. Dipstick in the way. I probably wouldn't have installed the dipstick until after the heads were done if I was rebuilding an engine. If I took the time to pull it out, I probably wouldn't have reinstalled it until I was sure. Same thing, because the exhaust manifold goes on the outside of it, and then I would have installed it and then put the exhaust manifold on. Alright. Timing gears. Or a Tim. We'll call it a Tim. So I have the intake manifold on this thing. Okay. That in there. That on there. Intake. So you gotta do spark plugs and throttle linkage, but got that covered. Yeah, the other reason I wanted to do it right side up is because this stuff is at that weird angle too that unless you hook something underneath it, you can't get to. So I like fuel rails too, which I don't know what those are gonna fall out as. Those could probably be stock or performance. I'm not sure. Let's check performance, fuel rail. Kind of goggled that together. Wow. All right. We do have FME fuel rails, so that's good. Get those in. All right. Timing gears are in. We need shoes. We gotta go back to Tim. Look for timing shoes. We need 2 of them. Only 2 of them. Funny, the water pump pulley's on. We're going to put the timing cover over the top of the water pump pulley. It's not actually going to work too well. All right. It works well in this scenario, but yeah, most of the time, water pump pulley's on. I'm going to put the timing chain cover, over the top of it. Because it usually sticks through the timing chain cover. Crank pulley V8. So cran. Fat fingers. Okay. Ooh, I don't see an FME Serpentine belt. What Serpentine belt is this? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I just missed it, I guess. I don't know. Belt tensioner. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Throttle for it. Okay. Throttle, 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 throttle. Throttle. Got it. Nice. Nice performance parts. Yay. Shiny. Alright. I think we're done. Okay. Take off stand, put back in car, and a lot of stuff to replace in the car. Yep. Yeah, we're probably going to need all 4 wheels, because I'm not sure. No, he might be okay on a couple of them. Yeah, this one looks pretty good, actually. We can restore this one for sure. Take them apart first, though. Brake pads, obviously. Brake disc we can restore. Have to do shock absorbers because they never fix, so there's no point. Actually, I don't know if they never fix or not. I never take them apart in time to fix them. Probably should try that this time. I doubt it, though. I doubt you're going to fix the shock if I just replace it. Don't want to know what you're using for penetrating oil because that stuff is seriously overpowered. WD-40 or whatever you want to call it is usually not the type of thing that will loosen a lot of these rusted bolts. I mean, there's a good chunk of these bolts and stuff that you would basically be going, you know, here's the torch, I wasn't asking, you're coming out. Or the grinder, you know, you wouldn't be doing this with just penetrating oil. This rim is shot. I mean, you might get lucky on a few of them, but some of these are so rusted over that I doubt it would happen. You know, I do not want to take the oil pan off. I'll be back. Just put that together. Okay, get all that stuff out of there. Head to the back, do the same thing. Do a full suspension job. Then we'll put the body back together. There wasn't much of it when we took it apart, so we'll have to check and see if we can repair anything, but I doubt it. We didn't do body panel repairs again. Come on, off. Like I got a chat refresh. Nobody knew chatted, I just had a chat refresh and just noticed the bar moved again. Like, hey, you probably missed this. No. Chat is right out of my corner of my right eye. It's literally in the way most of the time, so I don't miss that. Unless it's just not responding, which that happens. About the only time I actually miss something. But, alright. Body repair. I guess we can repair some Supra parts. I guess we had a couple we could. I thought they were all shot, so I didn't worry about body repair on the last car, but looks like we get a fender out of the cow car here. Yeah, we get a fender. Alright. We gotta stick brakes on the lathe and see what we can do with those. Looks like all four. So that's good. Now, if we don't break anything, we should be fine. Wah! Probably need a caliper. Actually, probably need more than one. Ah, wheel hub housings. Those are things we like to see repaired. Same thing with leaf spring bolts, because you always forget one. Spring bases will repair, it looks like. I didn't take those freaking shocks apart. Did it again. Alright, we're going to take them apart. We're going to try and see if there's anything to repair. I mean, they weren't completely terrible. It looked like they were orange, so maybe we can fix the shock absorbers and just have to buy springs and caps, but who knows? We're fast running out of parts, so. Yep, leaf spring plate. Nice was a plate. If it's rear end, I'd be more concerned. Alright. Throw this on here. Let's go take those shocks apart and see if we can salvage anything. If I hit the right thing. I doubt we can, but I think that's why I got in the habit of just replacing everything. Because I doubt we can, but well, look. Yeah, you can't. So they're just basically scrap. But when I close out the stream today, I'll take all of the scrap parts and all of the miscellaneous items that we've managed to collect over the course of the day, and I will go ahead and throw this through the scrapper, see how many scrap parts I can get, and see how many parts I can actually get upgraded on the Ferrari. I will put most of the stuff in as 3-star once we get it, but I need to see what we actually have to see how far we can go on assembly. We are in the engine, and I know we probably have to take the wheels apart again to see about the rims or the tires being 3-star, but that's about the only thing we have to do on that. So, oops. We broke a lot of crap and didn't fix something. We do have one more part to repair. And we broke it. Okay. Oh, wait. We didn't break it that bad. Ooh. Thank God. We repaired it after 2 close calls. Okay. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, put that in, whatever. That in. Work our way back to get to this knuckle housing. Okay. Cover. Back up. Wheel hub. We'll have to do, like, the bushings, but, you know, if we can get a couple of these things in here. Lower suspension arm, and we're out of rubber bushings. Okay. We need a rubber suspension arm, and it looks like we're out of rubbers. Oh no, we're out of rubbers. Sucks. I don't know what sway bar it is. Same thing at the rears, so let's buy them now. I don't think I bought the tie rods. I'm going to buy them, because I don't think I bought them. I might have. Somebody yell at me if I did. I am wasting money. I don't care. But I know we need a lower suspension arm. Seen that. Another 16 or so rubber bushings. I'm just going to go 16. I like 16. It's a good number. Whatever the sway bar end lengths are. Wheel hub bearings. has solid axles in the rear, so be fine there. Sway bar was just a regular one. Okay. And then we'll get down here to the end links. So when we open the tablet, we can figure out the end links. Brake kits. No, we need 4 brake pads. We need a servo. I think we need 2 calipers. Let's grab 2 cylinders, just safety's sake. I'd rather have extra stuff because we'll use it on another car than, you know, not have an item. We got a YouTube notification that somebody started a stream. Might be Miola. I don't know. I haven't really. I'm not going to look at it. I got a few people on notifications that pop up on my streams every once in a while, but because yeah, I do watch other YouTubers as well. I mean, I'm not just completely beyond that, but some of them I have subscriptions to that I don't know. I probably don't need a subscription anymore, I guess would be the way to put it. I don't watch them as religiously as I used to, and that happens. I mean, I don't expect people to view every one of my videos. You know, if I had 20,000 people on my YouTube, I would never expect 20,000 people to view my YouTube every episode. I get sometimes stuff gets stale or something just isn't, you know, what you were looking to watch tonight. I get it. But, you know, some of these, they post so many videos, you're just like, yeah, I got bored of that series or whatever. Or, you know, I'm not feeling that particular game right now. A lot of things that happen. This. So yeah, I understand that, and like I said, I'm cool with that, whatever. But one thing that I think every person that's on YouTube struggles with is when you have this scenario where you're asking for comments and, you know, feedback, and nobody ever comments, and then, you know, people stop watching and you don't know what they were looking for that you weren't providing for them, I guess would be the way to look at it. Because you gotta have that communication. I mean, you guys want to see me do only story mode or only base game cars for the next 3 episodes, I need to know. You know, it's something you need to tell me. But, you know, if you don't, then whatever. That's that kind of communication thing. Everybody needs to have some kind of communication chain that they can go through and go, okay, this was working, this wasn't working. You know, people really like this. Well, yeah, you can go by views, but for how long? Forgot which muffler I was looking for. We're doing exhaust right now. Shiny. Alright. these are exhaust pipes and rear muffler V8s, so those actually have performance options. Fine. Yeah, I do a lot of the performance mods just because it's that, you know, much more money on the tail end, so that I have the capital to be able to do other cars on request. But, you know, if you guys want to see like a 100% stock car, you know, restoration to 100% stock, then just tell me. You know, that's the biggest thing, is you gotta say, hey, yeah, I'd really just like to see not add a performance part to a car or something, or any performance parts, and, you know, we can go from there. But that's really all I ask, is, you know, if you have a request, at least let me know what it is. Anyways, off on another real rant. We are coming along. We've got leaf spring stuff we're going to have to start doing pretty soon. Which, whatever, it's going to suck. Luckily, we can get almost all of this front suspension stuff done before we have to do rear suspensions, or all the, like, brake pad stuff. Like, the tire's ready, but we've still got stuff under here we can do. So... get extras if we need them. I mean, I think we're good on U-bolts, but I just want to be careful about it. Alright, so this side's done. Gets this side. Hopefully we got a police livery, since there's an option for police lights. I hope we have like a livery that's black and white, like a police livery. Yeah, we ended up with 2 extras. That's fine. And I believe solid rear drive axle is the other one that we were missing on this side. It's just err on the side of caution, and yep, you're correct. I have to say, though, once you get your repair bay open, after you spend that money, the next thing you should be working on is, you know, that right there, the brake lathe. Save you so much headache and time. Wow, 2,000 experience to the next level, too. How about that? I just actually realized what the experience jumped up to. I mean, it makes sense. We were at like 1,900 before, so it's only going up like an extra 100 or 200 experience every level. But still. And we're almost halfway through it, so, and that's without case scamming. Okay. Looks like we got one broken rim, for sure. We, probably have to do all brand new tires. Take just a minute to pause. Running around, checking my head cut off for that long, it's just, my eyes eventually start to hit a ball. But, yeah, we got 3 out of the 4, as long as we repair them. Then there's 17-inch tires, too, which, I don't know, that kind of sucks. He gets instant repairs, though. Alright, So inventory, wheels, rim classic 3, and I guess they're 255 50s. Okay. Kind of short on the sidewall and extra wide, right? Okay. And the rim was an 03 Classic. Okay. One 17-inch wheel. Okay. Put the same size tires on every freaking corner, then it can't be mismatched, right? Makes sense. I'm sure there's logic in there. Alright, so what do we got left? We got body work, engine compartment, all the electronics and stuff, and paint it, interior, and stick the, whatchamacallit on there. The light bar. That I was looking for. You know, we've been flirting with that $1 million for a while now. We probably should just go on a car restoration spree and try and hit it. Buy them cheap or store them. I mean, it's what we're doing anyway, so. Alright, radiator, washer fluid, power steering, reservoir is D. And then we're going to have to go on the other side, so. Coolant D. Power steering, radiator A. Probably gonna have some fans on that. I don't know what fan set it's gonna have. Washer fluid, and then electronics. We need a pump and a module for sure. We need a battery. Those are all things we need. Fuse box, base, I believe it's an A. Power's an A. And then we'll go with fuses. So. Yeah, I know we need an ECU too, but I haven't got that far yet. Radiator, regular fan housing. Okay, air filter base we did not fix. Okay, base cover, air filter, Fan housing. Radiator fan housing and radiator fan housing fan. Oh, so backwards. Clips. Can't forget the clips. Brake booster still needs to go in. We have fuse base. Okay, so that's type A. I wasn't sure what ECU we needed. Engine control. All right. 2, 2, 2, 4. 2, 2, 1. 2. Getting better with the relays and the fuses. I actually have I figured out a way for my brain to process what I was looking at, so I could just kind of kind of go off of a count. And it's working out for me. Honestly, it's actually a really great way to do it. So basically, I just go like, I count them and I know, okay, relays are just going to be whatever numbers, and I go ABC. And then on fuses, I go, red, yellow, blue, basically. So I go 2 red, 2 blue, or 2 yellow, 2 blue. So that's kind of how I've been doing that. So if you hear the counting and stuff, that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm just counting each fuse and how many there are, and then when I go in the fuse thing, I don't forget as much about which ones need to be where. So, I don't know. Little tricks that if you play on the game, come up with your own little system. I mean, shopping list is a great way to do it. I just kind of see the shopping list as a crutch. I didn't use it in 2018. Why would I use it in 2021, right? But there are some stuff I still shopping list. Tire sizes, stuff like that. If I'm doing 8 tires at the same time, of course I'm going to shopping list something because I'm going to forget something. And I still forget tire sizes too, so. But for some of the stuff, it's just either put it together one piece at a time and just grab what you need as you need it. You're in and out of the menu all the time, or the other side of the coin is, the whole memorize it type thing. Just gonna probably buy all new stuff on this one. Don't know what repaired, so worth a couple extra bucks, and a lot of the stuff was missing, so just go ahead and buy everything, because I think we only had like a fender, I think was what it was. So it's fine. They have one extra fender, not a big deal. Yeah, so that fender was the only thing it repaired anyways. Kind of a weird maroon color. Notice that? Yeah, I didn't even take that one body window out. I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. Huh. The fender that I guess I repaired was blue. I mean, the car is going to get repainted anyways, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. So the fender we repaired was this light blue one. Alright. Test path. Get the wheels aligned, headlights. And get over a paint, do the interior. Yeah, we still have to do the interior. Oh, I hate the interior color, though. Whatever. Alright. Let's get over to paint. First thing we're checking is liveries. Ooh, okay. So we can do police. Sheriff. Sheriff's going to be basically a whole car paint. So it's police. Let's do police. I think police will work. Do a little black and white. It's gonna still paint it the stock burgundy color underneath the livery anyways, so. Alright. Bonus part. Yes. Alright. Interior wise, I think we can just type in cape. And we're going to get a Mark 7 cape rear seats. Okay. Gonna get those, and we're just going to go steering wheel, and we're going to grab... I think it's a cop car, so it's going to be pretty basic, but... don't want it to be too basic. Still a performance cop car. Ooh, a GTR steering wheel? No. The cape has its own steering wheel, but it's the original cape. It's not the Mark 7 or whatever this is, so. Let's do... I don't know. Because you want something with like an airbag in it, obviously. That makes sense. Yeah, let's do 16. I like 16. Okay. Interior. December. Little bit of a luxury interior for a cop car, but, you know, what are we going to do? Hey, sometimes you got to be comfortable in your high-speed car. Alright. Back to normal mode. Dyno jet it and see if we missed any parts. Did not. Alright. So stock was 222 horsepower. Let's see how we did on performance mods. See, we got it up to being worthy of being called a cop car. Yeah, 384. Not terrible. It's not stupid fast, but whatever. Alright. Okay, so this has got a manual transmission in it, but the interior in this car specifically has an automatic. That's an automatic transmission knob. So, yeah. It might have been a little bit of an oversight. These cars, I don't think there was a standard transmission Impala, which is basically what it's based off of. But, I know there's standard transmission GTOs. The Impala and the GTO basically have the same interior. So, it might have been a better idea to reference the standard transmission out of a different car. But... it still looks pretty good. It's not really that bad on speed either. It's not super fast, but really shouldn't be. Yeah, 155, that's probably pretty close to accurate. Out here looking for speeders. It'd be nice if the lights flashed, but yeah, I can understand why they don't. Strobe lights and epilepsy and whatnot, I get it. But turn to the garage. Alright guys, but I think with that, we're getting up on 3 o'clock. We had actually a really good stable stream. Gonna have to reset. We are going to make about $76,000 on this car. We are going to sell it. I don't have any reason to keep a police car around. But, you know. Oh, we got to put plates on. I was actually thinking about that. We need some cheeky plates for it. But, what do we want to use? Now, Red Dot has their own custom plates. They have a couple of them in here. The Red Dot City plates and stuff, which we could use. We use a Playway plate. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I was actually hoping for something like an exempt plate, but I didn't see one. Now, black and white like this, local cops usually, Metro police usually, if you're depending on where you're at, probably not going to see this as a highway patrol. It'd probably be closer to the sheriff, or it'd be, you know, an all gray or an all white or an all blue, you know, depending on the highway patrol. But I think we do Red Dot City plates and just be done with it with that. But yeah, odds are you wouldn't see a highway patrol cop that would have a black and white. You'll see black and whites on the highway because some jurisdictions are a little wishy-washy, but yeah, for the most part, the highway cops would have a very different car from the black and white. Yeah, 83,000 now. So we're gonna make about 92,000. We're gonna actually clear our 600K mark by about $30,000. So here's 600K. Yeah, there we go. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming out. Like I said, we're gonna keep working on scrapping stuff, playing with Ferrari. Trying to get that thing to 3 stars. I'm gonna put it back in the shop. We will be back tomorrow with some more restorations. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to restore. Really, it's anybody's guess. Depends on what we find in the junkyards and stuff like that. If we find some cool stuff. I don't believe we've done any of the FMW restorations yet. I mean, they're pretty much the same. They're V8 usually, but if I can find a couple FMWs, I might do those. But thanks for the guys that were out in chat today. Really great to see you. If you're new to the channel, drop subscription, like, bell, comment, all that fun stuff. Helps the channel out. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. It's the biggest thing. I pretty much will play most any game. There are a few that, you know, I have issues with as far as visual-wise. Call of Duty is one of them. Something about the way the camera moves, the frames per second messes with my eyes. So, you know, but you know, I'll consider stuff. You guys got games you want to see specifically. You want to see something played on the PS5, we can do that. I know the new season of Destiny 2 started. We're getting ready to see the new free games for September coming out here pretty soon. Probably going to take a look at those, see if there's anything worth picking up. And if we go back and look at something else, I mean, I got a lot of games that probably need to be installed on the PS5 at this point that aren't installed on it or my external and converted over. But if you don't want to see PC stuff, that's cool. If you want to see a different PC game, you know, let me know what you want to look at. We can go play around in the Long Dark, you know, play around with some Frostpunk. There's a lot of stuff that we can play around with. So I really don't know what you guys want to see on the channel, so I try to kind of leave it up to you. But I do try to also keep the stuff affordable. I mean, Car Mechanic Simulator was extremely cheap. Even with all the DLC, I think it was only like $36. So, I mean, I kind of got a little over my usual budget for, you know, games that everybody can relatively afford. But, you know, I didn't have to buy the DLCs, so I looked at it as, I got the DLCs, but if you can't afford them and you have to piece them out over a few days, that's all well and good. So, thank y'all very much for coming out. We're gonna keep at it here at Busted Knuckle Garage. We're gonna keep getting some scrap. We're gonna keep getting everything else. I got some off-camera work to do with that. But I'm Dragon Lucifer, and I will see you next time.